Hi guys, welcome back to Cinch I.T. And blah. I'll change that because that's the whole point of this video. Why do I sound so fake? I will get less awkward, hopefully. Obviously, when we're professional and we try to script it, we're terrible. So until further notice, it is what it is. It's just you and me. I'm just talking to you guys, telling you exactly what we're up to. So today, we're in downtown Nashville, Tennessee for the 2019 Emerging Franchisors Conference. It's an educational conference. We're here for 5 days. The good news is today, we have almost the entire day off to see the sights, eat some barbecue, drink some beer, and enjoy Nashville. And then we get to work first thing tomorrow morning. So welcome to Nashville, guys. Batman on a scooter. There it is. Grab my phone real quick. Morning, guys. It is day one of the 2019 Emerging Franchisors Conference. We had a good night last night in Nashville. Went to a couple bars, had some great food, one too many drinks, but it's time to get to work. And so we're getting ready. We're heading to breakfast, and we're getting ready to head over to the conference. I think the goal of this, here it is. I think the goal of this conference is actually going to be to just give you my top 10 takeaways. If you're interested in coming to this conference next year, I think there is a lot to learn. This is my first time here, so I think there's a lot to learn, but we'll find out. I'm going to take a lot of notes, some really good takeaways for Cinch, and then hopefully at the end of this video, give you my top 10 takeaways. Let's go. Best decision I ever made was to have 1 million Cinch I.T t-shirts made. So when I go to professional conferences like this, it gives me an excuse and a reason to wear a t-shirt. Alright guys, we just wrapped up the 2019 Emerging Franchise Conference. We're headed back to the hotel room right now. We gotta pack up everything and head to the airport. So as promised, I'm gonna give you my top 10 takeaways from this year's conference. Number 10 is probably my most heartfelt of them all. Not really normally my style, but that number 10 is never fail, or refusal to fail. We actually listened to two guys today, singer-songwriters from Nashville, and they've written over 20 hit songs, I believe, but they've each written over 3,000 songs. It was an incredible display of perseverance and consistency, and it was heartfelt. I'll be not gonna lie, it was a moment for me, and it really made me think. I refuse to fail, not only because that's my personality, but I've put everything into this, all my time, all my money, and I refuse to fail for the franchisees just as much as me. So number 9 would be something called cause marketing. I don't think that I've ever put the term cause marketing to this. Cinch has done similar stuff in the past, but cause marketing essentially is aligning yourself with a good cause. In my opinion, you should align yourself with a good cause because you believe in it. But one of the things they talked about was actually ensuring that when you do that, get some marketing and some PR out of it. And if you actually partner with larger brands or larger causes, it might really help your PR. So for example, we do a ton with cancer research. We do a lot of local community stuff like the YMCA and the YWCA, the Boys and Girls Club, lots of stuff like that we do. And basically what they were saying is partner with a larger brand Do something that's useful for them, something that you believe in, and then see if you can get some press release out of it on their side. If we send it off, maybe it doesn't, a ton of the articles don't get picked up. But if the YMCA or the Boys and Girls Club or a major cancer organization sends it out, will it get picked up more? I thought that was pretty interesting. Maybe something we'll implement. Number 8, recognizing the need for a collaborative leadership over a command and control leadership. So I'm a military guy, so command and control comes naturally to me, kind of part of that type A personality. But now I'm also working with other entrepreneurs. My franchisees are entrepreneurs. They are business owners. They want to have a say in how they run their business. They want to have a say in how the franchise develops and things like that. So I took away a lot of ideas of ways to lead through collaboration versus command and control. I think that's going to be important as I work with my franchisees because I want them to be happy, but I also need to enforce brand standards. Number 7, partner with actual finance partners. So for example, we partner with marketing professionals, we partner with sales professionals. There's a lot of partners that we outsource to and that we partner with in the franchise space. We at Cinch I.T currently don't partner with a finance partner. So when franchisees are coming in and they are qualified and they do want to buy, we're basically sending them off on their way with the FDD and some information and sending them to the bank. And they're going to get loans. Whether it's through the SBA, because we're approved on the SBA list, or from other sources. Doesn't always work out. And what I don't like about it is as soon as we send them on their way, we completely lose control of that next step or the ability to assist in that next step. So I met with a couple finance partners today, like a company called Benetrends. There's another one called Fran Fund. But if we partner with one of them, they learn everything there is to know about our brand so that we send a franchise to them. They can get pre-qualified, and as long as they're pre-qualified, they say that 97% of times they're gonna get funded. Definitely a huge takeaway from this conference. Find myself a finance partner. Number 6, create a growth roadmap. So there's lots of different ways to do this. I think for most business owners, we would do this by budgeting, okay? When we look ahead at our next year, 2 years, 3 years, and actually create budgets for them. What a growth roadmap is actually taking a look at our planned growth over the next 1, 2, and 3 years. So I'll give you an example. Cinch I.T, our goal in year 1 was to sell 6 franchises. In year 2, it's to sell 12. In year 3, it's to sell 25. Well, if I know that, and that's my goal, I can actually create a roadmap, or a calendar is another way to think about it, that says, okay, June, based on those growth rates, June of next year, I will have X number of franchisees. And with X number of franchisees, maybe I need another trainer, maybe an onboarding specialist, bookkeeper, whatever resources you need to better support your franchises as you grow. Thought that was a pretty unique way to plan your growth other than just budgeting. Number 5, silent coaching. I thought this was actually really cool. So there's lots of different ways that we coach our franchisees on a regular basis. Reviewing financial statements, we look at different key performance indicators, things like top line revenue, bottom line net profit. For us, it's number of tickets closed, customer satisfaction scores. We have a lot of KPIs that we can benchmark our franchisees on. So here's a form of silent coaching. Once a week, once a month, whatever you decide to do, you send an email that's nothing more than a KPI leaderboard. Here's all my franchises that have the best customer satisfaction score, that are doing the most revenue, that close the most tickets, whatever your KPIs are. You don't have to say anything. You don't actually have to coach to it. They are competitive in nature. Franchisees are type A people. They're business owners. They are very competitive. You show them that they're at the bottom of the list, I promise you it's going to be a good motivator to improve. And if you're at the top of the list, you love that recognition and you want to stay at that top of the list. So definitely one of my best takeaways is silent coaching. Number 4, set up a FAC, F-A-C, a Franchise Advisory Council. This is a committee made up of your franchisees. This is something that we've talked about from day one, and our franchise owners actually know about it and are very, very excited about it. This is a council that essentially comes together to talk about what is working and what's not working. And if there's anything that's not working, they can actually help to develop the solutions, help us lead the company and better the company. It gives them a voice in the development of the franchise and the brand as a whole. And I appreciate it because they are dealing with our customers on the front lines every single day. They know our customers better than anybody. So hearing their opinion is incredibly valuable. So tip number 4, set up a franchise advisory council. Number 3, franchising is a really small community. This is something that I've actually had suspicions on for a while, but at this conference, I really noticed it. We've been going to conferences all year long, trying to learn, trying to develop our own franchise. And along the way, we've met people in the community. But we've only been doing this for less than a year. And we're already finding that we're known. People, when we show up to this conference, we saw a bunch of people we knew. People knew us by name. People knew our brand. I probably got 3 or 4 hugs. And that's pretty unique. You don't get that in a lot of industries, but franchising is a community, and it's actually a pretty small community. So it doesn't take long before you know everybody and everybody knows you. I think this is a huge advantage because there's some really great people to partner with and to work with out there. And so if they know you and they like you and they trust you, it can go a long way. As a matter of fact, we met a gentleman named Marcos, great guy, brilliant, learned so much from him in Miami. That was 2 weeks ago. He's already gone back and sent us over 2 leads that he just thought was a great fit for our brand. We didn't hire him. All we did is meet him. He happened to like us, he happened to like the brand, and it worked out in everybody's best interest. So franchising is a small community. Make yourself known, make yourself valuable. Don't burn any bridges. Number 2, set up a franchise advisory council. And this is actually a council of industry professionals who have been around for a really long time. They've been there, they've done that, they've grown from an emerging brand to a large brand. Most of them have sold their businesses, moved on. Maybe they've done this 2 or 3 times. Come from all walks of life. They are typically lawyers, marketing people, sales professionals, CPAs, really all different forms of fashion. But you add them to your advisory council and they're your mentors. They're the ones you look to for advice and guidance as you're building your franchise. I've wanted to do this for a really long time, but to be honest with you, I thought it was extremely expensive. What I found out today is that it's not. We heard people talk about real life advisory councils that were anywhere from $500 a meeting up to $12,000 a year. It's something you have to negotiate, but think about this, $500 per person per meeting. $2,000 every time you meet. Even if you only meet with them quarterly, throw $10,000 on your budget for guidance and consulting for people that have done this. They've been there. They know what you're faced with. It's well worth the money. All right, tip number 1, be patient. I know that's hard to do when you first launch your franchise. You want to go. You want to sell as many franchises as you can. But the best advice I can give you is be patient. It will prevent a ton of mistakes. I've only been doing this for 1 year, okay? And I can tell you, I went to a conference, I met with people, I went to a second conference, and then I started hiring people right away. I want to hire this person and this person and this person. And I didn't take time to meet everyone, to meet all of the different people in the community and all the industry professionals. And I can tell you what, it's been less than a year and I already have some regrets. So be patient, meet everyone, and take your time. Take your time hiring. Prevent mistakes from happening. It's the best advice I can give you. I also know it's the hardest piece of advice I can give you. So right now, we're off. Our Uber's here. Jumping back on a plane. We'll see you guys back at the office.